Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, it was a pretty wild weekend, but I can't believe all that cold weather's already on its way out. It's the beginning of November, and by tomorrow, we're going to have Election Day. Then as we get closer towards the weekend, we're going to have KSAN food drive, and then by Saturday, it's going to be the parade, and then things are going to cool right back down. Now, clear skies letting us know the dry weather is here. I promise you that burn ban is not going anywhere. Last night, all the way down into those lower 40s, a 40-degree run up into those lower 80s, and we're already cooling off. Does everybody enjoy the extra hour? I lost that argument already. Now, 79 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination, not really, of those mid to lower 70s across the entire area, but we're cooling off pretty fast. 82 in Robert Lee, 77 down there in Sonora, 76 in El Dorado, so 6 degrees across the entire Concho Valley for a beautiful start to a warm week. It's looking like second summer out there. Dew points are down there in those 40s, while humidity indices are down there in those 20s and those 30s, so we're going to hold on to this dry weather, but I'm going to get a better idea of how much that humidity rises by tonight with those winds out of the south. Now, upper level winds are going to show us zonal flow, but that is high pressure hanging out around East Texas. Now, it's going to keep a lot of that cold weather primarily to the north, but I promise you, just as soon as the Veterans Day parade wraps up, here comes all that cold weather, and then by next week, that ridging pushes all the way up into Utah, so the warm-up is right behind it. Now, dry weather across the entire United States, and as we watch a little bit of the next system make its way onshore, they're going to be dealing with rounds of snow, but it's normal for this time of the year around the Pac Northwest. Now, temperatures are showing us where the oranges are trying to push their way back, but we're getting a better idea of the heating all the way up towards the north. And then as we get closer again towards the weekend, we're keeping our eye on the cool down. Severe weather outlook is quiet again, and this is the 4th day in a row, but I don't think anybody's going to argue with it. Down at the surface, just seeing some red flag alerts for parts of Nebraska, but we're really going to keep our eye on the next system making its way onshore while we just deal with all the high pressure down here in Texas. Here comes the Futurecast, getting a better idea of the high pressure, the clear skies, and those perfect hunting conditions. Some pretty good takes over the weekend, but off the west coast, rounds of snow are starting to make their way onshore. So I don't know about you guys, I probably wouldn't fly, but if you're driving to some of those skiing conditions, it's already starting to pile up around Colorado. Tonight, all the way back down into those upper 40s, but I'm going to keep my eye on those southerly winds. Pretty comfortable overnight. Then tomorrow, a good run at those mid 80s, perfect for voting, but as the evening rolls around, those winds are expected to pick up. Now, as we close in on the KSAN food drive, take a good look. Temperatures are fighting back and forth between those 80s and those 90s. Overnight, we're up from those freezing levels around those 50s. But as the parade rolls around, still holding on to those warm temperatures, here comes the cool down as we make our way into that second week of November already, all the way down into those 60s, while overnight somewhere in those 30s before we warm right back up. Stay tuned. We'll have more after the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.